Alright, welcome back. This is War 10. We've matched PYCB, and they did not ban my Spidey, which I'm pretty happy about, because I R5'd him before the season started, and this will only be the third time I've gotten to use him. So my team's going to be Spidey, Warlock, and Anti-Venom. And PYCB is currently 5th, I believe, going into this war. So they are definitely fighting for a podium spot. Yeah, so we expect them to bring their A game. Starting out on path 2 here, I have this Mordo as my first fight. And the strat for this fight is I don't have a white mags, so I'm going to bait heavies for openings. And pretty much just, you can either hit his block, you can hit him, you can kind of do whatever you want in this fight. Although I am going to make the dreaded Mordo mistake. Right here. Oh no, coming up soon. Here. So, Mordo does this to me all the fucking time, and I keep falling for it. I swear, his AI is one of the only ones that can dash back and look like they're blocking and then somehow fucking parry you. It's annoying as fuck, and it always catches me. I have to literally remember to tell myself not to do it in a fight, otherwise that happens. Next up here, I have this Hulkling. My plan for this one, I don't want to land normal hits on him at all, because I don't want to let him get his buffs. I don't want to let him get regen or an invuln or whatever. So I just want to play this 100% Spidey 99 style. Hit block the whole time. Here, I didn't mean to parry there, so I threw 2 hits at him and backed off. So this whole time, just want to pause my debuffs, build up my ruptures, and let my ruptures do all of the damage. And then push him. I think I only push him over a bar of power twice in this fight to get 2 rupture bursts, and between that and the DOT, it's enough to take him down. So I'm gonna let this one finish out, and then I'll come back. And next up here, I have Mojo on node 20. So this fight is actually kind of cool. I mean, I wanted to mess around and see what I could do with it, but it doesn't really end up working, but it kind of does. So Mojo was very aggressive in the beginning, so I wasn't able to build up my 20 ruptures. But what I wanted to do, because the node gives him power gain, the passive power gain whenever you're immune to something, I wanted to build up my 20 ruptures and then see if I could push him over a bar of power with regular hits, get the rupture burst, have my wither reverse him under a bar of power, and then push him over again. And I'm kind of going to do that with my special 2 in this one. It's going to end up giving me a double rupture burst, and it almost kills him, but it wasn't exactly what I was going for. It sort of worked. If I had more ruptures, that definitely would have killed him. I think I only had like 9 when I threw it. So it was sort of successful. And then next up here, I have this Maw on 23. So this is the second time I've taken this fight, and I'm going to make mistakes in this one. So my strategy for this fight is anytime I parry him or he throws a special 1, I want to counter it and knock him down with a heavy. And anytime he throws a heavy, I want to counter it with regular hits. And I'm going to make a mistake here, and it's going to end up leading into another mistake, where if I didn't make the first one, I wouldn't have made the second one, kind of thing. So there I get caught. I had to throw that heavy. And right here, I should have heavied him right there and knocked him down, but instead I went for a combo into a special. And that's going to allow his Black Tongue to continue to build here. I'm going to get rooted, and right now I'm looking at Bubble Shield and the root, so I don't see that the falter has been placed on me. So that triggers one of his missions. Had I knocked him down with that heavy, I wouldn't have had to have worried about the falter there. So one mistake led into another, and at this point the fight's pretty much over. So it was still a successful fight, but I could have done it better, so I wasn't happy with it. And then moving into section 2 is this Dragonman. This is a pretty simple fight. This is kind of like the Mordo fight. You can play it however you want. You can hit his block, you can parry him, you can 5-hit combo him. You can kind of run wild with this one. The node itself is going to pause your debuffs for you. You can also pause them. So it's kind of just a free fight. So I am going to let this one play out, and I'll come back when it's finished. Alright, next up is this Sauron, and I'm about to show you an ancient secret for building power. So right here, he's going to throw a heavy. I'm going to let myself get parried on purpose and then take a combo and get free power. No, I definitely was late on punishing that heavy. But my plan for this one, I don't want to let him throw a special at all. I know he gets regen. I'm going to use my infection to keep him drained. I turtle up here because I see he has a bar of power, and I don't punish that heavy because of what happened earlier. Get to my next special 2, and the fight's over. Alright, so we ended up losing this one. We didn't play up to our own standards this war, and we had a couple opportunities to salvage it, maybe like midway through and about 3/4 of the way through, and we weren't able to capitalize. It was a rough one for us, and that happens sometimes. And PYCB was able to maintain their poise and their composure, and they were able to capitalize on our mistakes, and they came out with the win, and it's a well-deserved win. So good luck for the rest of the season, guys, and thank you very much for watching.